Ladies and gentlemen, you know, these countries were all interlinked with each other. And whenever something happens, it actually impacts the rest of the world. So, food is going to become a global issue, and it's coming real soon. We already see the shortages here in America. And it's like any place. You may go in one store and it'll be a little more well stocked than another store. But this food shortage is already global, and it's going to be a game changer as we move forward into the year. So, Ukraine and Russia are enormous producers of wheat, corn, barley, sunflower oil, and fertilizer. Now, I was listening to their president. In fact, he was live streamed today, and he was given a speech because what they're trying to do is get Putin charged as in war crimes. You know how it is, crimes against humanity, as if any of you got a leg to stand on. But let's move on. So, one study calculated that the two countries accounted for 12% of the world's calories. With Ukraine under attack and Russia hit with strict sanctions, a huge supply of food is suddenly trapped, with Africa and the Middle East particularly in peril. Yeah, so I mean, with Russia and Ukraine, there's definitely going to be other parts of the world that's going to feel the effects of this than the United States. But the United States is still going through a food shortage. An increase in world hunger could be one of the repercussions of the war in Ukraine. Well, you're right. It could be. But the thing is, it's not going to be a one size fit all. You're going to still have parts of the world that will be better off than other parts, So I don't think it's going to be the same. I think some places are going to be better off than others. But yes, especially these more third world countries that rely on food from that part of the world, yes, they'll probably be hit pretty hard over this whole thing. Okay, so the upheaval is compounded by major challenges, which they already see increased prices and a squeeze on supplies. And a lot of that was already going on through the pandemic and other natural disasters that have been happening. New economists, aid organizations, and government officials are warning of the repercussions of an increase in world hunger. A looming disaster is laying bare the consequences of a major war in the modern era of globalization. Prices for food, fertilizer, oil, gas, and even metals like aluminum, nickel, and palladium are rising fast, and experts' worst fears are coming to pass. Ukraine has only compounded a catastrophe on top of a catastrophe, says David M. Beasley, an executive director of World Food Program and the United Nations agency that feeds 125 million people per day. There is no precedent even close to this since World War II. Ukraine farms are about to miss crucial planting and harvesting season. European fertilizer plants are significantly cutting production because of high energy prices. Farmers from Brazil to Texas are cutting back on fertilizer. threatening the size of the next harvest. China is facing its worst wheat crop in decades after severe flooding, is planning to buy much more of the world's dwindling supply. And India, which ordinarily exports small amounts of wheat, has already seen foreign demand more than triple compared with last year. Around the world, the result will be even higher grocery bills. So in February, the US grocery prices went up by 8.6% over the prior year, which is the largest increase in 40 years, according to the government data. Economists expect the war to further inflate those prices. Yeah, the prices are outrageous. They really are. For those living on the brink of food insecurity, the latest surge in prices could push many over the edge. After remaining mostly flat for 5 years, hunger rose about 18% during the pandemic. Between 720 million and 811 million people suffered from hunger. Earlier this month, the United Nations said the war's impact on the global food market alone could cause an additional 7.6 million to 13.1 million people to go hungry. The World Food Program cost already increased by 71 million a month, enough to cut daily rations for 3.8 million people. Will be taking food from the hungry to give to the starving, Mr. Beasley said. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know these things are going to happen. It's prophesized that there will be hunger on this earth. And you're seeing a lot of it now going on, not only here in the US, but abroad everywhere. But please tell me what you think. They're expecting global hunger, and the impact is going to be huge. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.